Wonderful. So we will start our new recording for the next class. And we are reading our Nityananda caritamrta. We'll continue our reading. We finished yesterday, last time two chapters we did finish. We'll be continuing from there. Okay. Yeah, come. Can I sing Hare Krishna? Yeah, you can sing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Wait, I'll sing another tune. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. Yeah, enough. Thank you, Brinda. We are starting this thing. Before that, we'll start with the prayers. Everybody together. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Yeah, we are done with our prayers. Let's move on to the reading. Okay. We will go to the third chapter today. Give me 1 minute, Rinda. Let me just open that. Dilila, chapter 1. Chapter 2. We finished chapter 2. We're going to read from chapter 3. Okay, chapter 3. 1 minute. I want to increase the... Okay, now this is perfect. This reading is good. Is it visible, Abhigya?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you, Karthik. Thank you, Abhigya. Thank you, Tanvi, for staying back, Tanvi. Okay. Yeah. First, Abhigya will start reading. Abhigya, go ahead.
Chapter 3. As Lord Nityananda traveled by the will of Providence, he met Sri Madhavendra Puri, the body of Sri Madhavendra Puri was imbued with ecstatic love of God, and his followers shared the same sentiments. He did not relish anything other than loving sentiments for Lord Krishna, who enjoyed performing pastimes in the body of Madhavendra Puri. What can I say about the devotion of he who was the spiritual master of Sri Advaita Acharya? Do I keep going?
Please go ahead, Abhigya.
Okay. Seeing Madhavendra Puri, Nityananda Prabhu at once fell unconscious onto the ground, stunned in ecstatic prema. Seeing Lord Nityananda, Madhavendra Puri forgot himself and also fell unconscious. Sri Gaurachandra repeatedly said that Sri Madhavendra Puri is the original root of worship in ecstatic love. After both Lord Nityananda and Madhavendra Puri swooned, the disciples, headed by Ishwara Puri, began to cry.
Very bold,
Hare
very
Krishna
nice.
Mataji.
Thank you. Okay, now Karthik, go ahead. Karthik, were you not able to unmute Karthik?
Did really hard work.
Oh, she's not there. Okay. She's not there over there. Okay. Maybe she just moved from there. Okay. Okay. Tanvi, do you want to read? Go ahead, Tanvi.
Recovering after some time, Lord Nityananda and Madhavendra Puri embraced each other and cried, overwhelmed by ecstatic love for Krishna. They rolled on the sand and cried out loudly, tears of love flowing from their eyes like rain-soaked Mother Earth, making them feel gratified, shivering, shedding of tears, and the hair of their bodies standing on end, as well as other aesthetic symptoms symptoms manifested themselves one after another, and lastly, this ecstasy was caused by Lord Krishna personally residing in their bodies. Lord Nityananda said, the result of visiting all the holy places of pilgrimage have now borne fruit. Today I have seen the lotus feet of Madhavendra Puri, seeing the ecstatic love of God. My life has become successful.
Haribol. Thank you, Tanvi. Thank you so much. How old are you, Tanvi?
7.
So beautiful your reading is. Wonderful. I so appreciate your reading. Good job. Very nice. Is Karthik available now? Is she there back on camera? Oh no, she's not there. Okay. Balavrinda will read. Come. Read now.
What?
Yes, Sri Madhavendra.
Sri Madhavendra Puri embraced Nityananda Prabhu but was unable to reply because his throat was choked up due to ecstatic love. Madhavendra Puri was so pleased that he was unable to realize Nityananda Prabhu from his embrace. Ishwara Puri, Brahmananda Puri, and all the other disciples of Madhavendra Puri felt intense attachment from Nityananda Prabhu. They had met many sadhus, but never before had seen such symptoms of prema. Feeling distress at the thought of mixing with materialistic people, they had wandered in the forest. But now, after meeting Lord Nityananda, their distress was relieved, and Krishna prema was
Arose.
rose. Nityananda Prabhu traveled from Nityananda Prabhu traveled for some time with Madhavendra Puri. Realizing Krishna Katha, the qualities of Madhavendra Puri were most wonderful. He would soon, just by seeing a dark cloud out of love for Krishna, he laughed and cried throughout the day and night, shouting, hey, hey, like a drunkard. Lord Nityananda was intense, observed in his love settlements. For Govinda, he laughed loudly, swaying to and fro. Madhavendra Puri disciples constantly chanting the holy name of Lord Hari, seeing the extraordinary symptoms of love manifested by Nityananda Prabhu and Madhavendra Puri. The two forgot whether it was day or night in their observation of ecstatic love of Krishna. Although
Thank you, Brinda. We have to give chance to others. Abhigya, go ahead.
for numbers of days.
Although remaining together for a number of days, Nityananda Prabhu and Madhavendra Puri felt that period to be as hardly a moment. Who knows all that took place between the Lord and Madhavendra Puri? Only Krishna knows. Unable to give up the company of Nityananda Prabhu, Madhavendra Puri constantly remained with him.
Very
Right.
good. Very nice. We can skip the Sanskrit here. Go ahead and
Okay.
read this.
Madhavendra Puri said, I've never seen such ecstatic love. Wherever there is prema is my favorite holy place. I know Krishna has given me his mercy because he has given me such a friend as Nityananda. Wherever one finds Nityananda's company is the most sacred and transcendental place. That devotee who hears the name of Nityananda will certainly attain the lotus feet of Krishna Chandra. If one has the slightest envy for Nityananda, Krishna never favors him even if he's a devotee.
Very bold, very beautiful. What do you want to share anything, Bigya? What were we reading?
I understand that Madhavendra Puri, like once he met Nityananda Prabhu, he understood that there's no like greater devotion, and it's like a gift from God that he was able to like spend time with Nityananda Prabhu, and he feels like anyone who offends him or like feels is like jealous of Nityananda Prabhu, Krishna will never favor him, no matter how much like how loyal he is. So
Very
I
bold.
understand.
Very nice. And also, I really like the way how the Kirtan was going on, and Nityananda Prabhu and Madhavendra Prabhu, Madhavendra Puri, both were immersed in the Kirtan, and they are having so much of ecstatic feeling, and they forgot whether it's a day or night, what's happening. They
They
completely
couldn't even
forgot.
remember if it was like for 1 month or a moment.
Yes, so that's the sweetness of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, right? You keep
Yeah.
chanting and you forget yourself. Yes. Thank you, Abhigya. Now we have Tanvi. Go ahead. Tanvi, read. Are you there, Tanvi? Oh, you have to unmute.
Where are we?
Here, Madhavendra Puri.
Mandavir Puri exhibited great affection for Lord Nityananda throughout the day and night with his speech and deeds. Nityananda Prabhu considered Maha Devarapuriya to be nothing other than his guru. These two vastly learned personalities did not know whether it was a day or night due to their exhaustive love for Krishna. After staying together for some days, Nityananda Prabhu left for Setubandha. Ramashivaram and Mahadevrapuri went to see the Sarayu River in their absorption for love of Krishna. Both Lord Nityananda and Mahavendra Puri forgot their bodies' feelings of separation for the Lord may maintain a devotee's life. Otherwise, how could one tolerate such intense feelings? Whoever hears about the meeting of Lord Nityananda and Mahavendra Puri will certainly achieve the wealth of love for Krishna. After traveling in the ecstatic mood for some days, Lord Nityananda arrived at Setubandha. After taking a bath at Dhanus, went to Tirtha, he went to see Lord Rameshwara. Lord Nityananda next went to Vijayagnyara. He visited the Mayapuri, Avananti, and Godavari rivers, and then went to abode of Jaita Narisha. He visited Trimala and Kurma Kestra, and eventually arrived at Jagannath Puri to see Lord Jagannatha and Lord Nikila as he approached.
Neelachala. Thank you, Tanvi. We'll take turns, okay?
Okay.
Okay, nice, right? That's a beautiful reading, whatever you read. How beautifully they both are in always in ecstatic, and they all how they went to where they went to Rameshwaram, and then also Saryu River, and finally they reached to Neelachal. Lord Nityananda reached to Neelachal, Lord Jagannath's place. Now Balavrinda will read, and then Abhigya will read. Yeah.
As he approached Neelachal, Lord Nityananda fell unconsciousness. After seeing the flag atop the temple, he saw Lord Jagannath as the source of the
Chaturvyuha.
Vasudev Shankarsena Padumna Anuruddha. Immediately upon seeing Lord Jagannath, Lord Nityananda fell into a trance of ecstatic love so that his hair stood on end. When he recovered his senses, he fell to the floor. Ecstatic symptoms of love of Krishna, such as shivering of the body, precipitating crying, swooning, and loud roaring manifest in his body. After remaining at Neelachal for some time, Nityananda Prabhu departed in great jubilation for Ganga Sagad, who can describe the Lord's pilgrimage. I have only written briefly about it by his mercy. After visiting many more holy places, Nityananda Prabhu returned to Mathura. He remained in Vrindavan, being so absorbed in thought of Krishna that he was unable to tell whether it was day or night. He did not eat, but occasionally drank some milk if someone offered it to him. Nityananda Prabhu knew very well that Lord Gaurachandra was residing in Navadip. He thought to himself, I will go and serve Lord Gauranga when he manifests his opulence. Nityananda Prabhu therefore did not go to Navadip immediately, but remained at Mathura. He regularly enjoyed sporting in the water of Yamuna and playing with the children in Vrindavan. Although Lord Nityananda is opulent, he did not distribute devotional service to Lord at that time.
Very beautiful, whatever we read till now. How Lord Nityananda was traveling one place after the other. He went to Jagannath Puri. From Jagannath Puri, he came to Ganga, and from there he went to Mathura, then Vrindavan. And Vrindavan Das Thakur is saying, I cannot describe the glorious, glorious yatra of Lord Nityananda. It is like too much glorious, and there is a lot of places Lord Nityananda has traveled, but I am only seeing small portion of it. And now we see like Nityananda Prabhu is waiting in Vrindavan, enjoying with the Vrindavan Vasis, playing in Yamuna, dancing in Yamuna. He's just waiting. When will the Lord starts his kirtan? When will Lord shows his uh, shows his mercy to everyone and start the Sankirtan movement, then I can join him. That's what he was waiting for. Lord Nityananda was waiting for Gaurasundar to start the Sankirtan movement. Okay, now do we have Karthik? Oh, I was waiting for you. Go ahead, Karthik.
Thank you, Mataji. Starting at when?
Yeah, yes, from when?
When Lord Gaurachandra manifests his opulence, then I will begin to distribute bhakti on his order. The devotees of Lord Chaitanya did not like to do anything without his order, but this did not diminish their glories in the least. Brahma, Ananta, Shiva, and other demigods create, maintain, and destroy by the order of Lord Chaitanya. Sinners who do not like to hear such things are not fit to be seen by Vaishnavas. Just see for yourself how Lord Nityananda Prabhu blessed the people of this universe with the treasure of prema. Nityananda Raya is the foremost devotee of Lord Chaitanya because the glories of Lord Chaitanya always dance on his tongue. Day and night, Lord Nityananda chants the glories of Lord Chaitanya. When one worships Lord Nityananda, he surely attains devotion for Lord Chaitanya. All glories to Nityananda Raya, the first manifestation of Lord Chaitanya. The glories of Lord Chaitanya became manifest only by the mercy of Lord Nityananda. One becomes attached to Lord Nityananda by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. One who knows Lord Nityananda never faces any adversaries. Those who wish to cross the ocean of material existence and drown in the ocean of devotional service must worship Nityananda.
Go
Someone
ahead,
said,
go ahead. You can read until here.
I read more?
Yes, yes, please continue.
Okay. Someone said, Nityananda is just like Balaram. Another person said, he is most dear to Lord Chaitanya. Someone may consider Lord Nityananda to be a sannyasi. Someone may consider him a devotee, or someone may consider him a jnani. They may all say whatever they like. Even if Lord Nityananda were the most insignificant servant of Lord Chaitanya, I would still keep his lotus feet in my heart. Therefore, I kick the head of any sinner who disregards the glories of Lord Nityananda and dares to criticize him. If you find any follower of Lord Chaitanya apparently saying something bad about Lord Nityananda, you should know that what he says is actually glorification. Jai.
Oh, thank you. How glorious is Lord Nityananda, and Vrindavan Das Thakur is so much attached to Lord Nityananda, right? Because he is his spiritual master, his own spiritual master. Vrindavan Das Thakur's spiritual master is Lord Nityananda, right? And we see how Nityananda is so merciful, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sometimes maybe rejecting us, but Nityananda will never reject us. But if we try to do envious to Nityananda, that's it, we are doomed, because we are not going to get mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now anyway, the mercy is not going to come. So we equally respect Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda, because the first expansion of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Lord Nityananda, and Lord Nityananda is none other than Balaram. So that's what here in this paragraph we read. Thank you, Karthik. Now, Abhigya, go ahead.
Vaishnavas are always pure and full of knowledge, so if there's ever any quarrel between them, know it simply to be a part of their pastimes. If a person takes the side of one Vaishnava and criticizes another, he will certainly be vanquished. Anyone who follows Lord Nityananda without finding fault in him will surely attain the shelter of Sri Gaurachandra. When will that day come when I will see the Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda surrounded by their devotees? Let me serve Lord Gaurachandra under the instructions of Lord Nityananda, who is my worshipable Lord in all respects. All glories to the Supreme Lord, Sri Gauranga. I beg for your mercy so that my mind may remain absorbed in the lotus feet of you both. Nityananda Raya is your greatest devotee. No one can attain him without your sanction.
Continue, Abhigya.
Lord Nityananda wandered about the forests of Vrindavana until Lord Gaurachandra displayed his opulences. Whoever hears the descriptions of Lord Nityananda's visit to the holy places will certainly attain the treasure of divine prema. Accepting Sri Chaitanya and Sri Nityananda as my life and soul, I, Vrindavana Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet. Hare Krishna.
Hari bol, Hari bol. See here, whoever hears the descriptions of Lord Nityananda visits to holy places will certainly attain the treasure of divine prema. So we all got this love of Krishna, love of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, love of Radharani. So we should all be so happy for that, right? Yes or no? Are you all happy?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, by reading about the glories of Lord Nityananda, we got all of this. Freely we just got it just by reading 2 chapters. So That's the greatness of Lord Nityananda. That's the greatness of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just by doing little bit, they are just giving so much of mercy to us. So by that we finished Adi Leela. We are entering into Madhya Leela. So now we will ask Tanvi. Tanvi, are you available? Your camera is off. Okay, if Tanvi is not available, we'll give Karthik. Karthik, go ahead.
All glories to Sri Krishna Chaitanya and all glories to Sri Nityananda. All glories to Sri Advaita Acharya and all glories to all the devotees of Sri Gaura. All glories to the Lord, who is the life and soul of Narahari and Gadadhara. O Lord, please glance mercifully upon me. All glories to Sri Gauranga along with his devotees. If one hears the topics of Lord Nityananda, he will certainly achieve pure devotional service. The topics of Madhya Kanda are pure nectar. Hearing them destroys one's atheistic mentality. Please behold beautiful Lord Nityananda to your eyes' full satisfaction. He has personified love and affection for Lord Gauranga. Lord Nityananda's limbs are filled with transcendental mellows for Lord Gauranga. Speaking in a faltering voice and unable to walk properly, Lord Nityananda resides in Vrindavana. Meanwhile, Sri Gauranga revealed himself in Navadvip. Lord Gauranga's constantly performed Sankirtan in great ecstasy. He felt distressed, however, not seeing Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda could not understand the manifestation of Lord Gaurachandra. He resided in Vrindavan, waiting for this auspicious moment. Understanding that his Lord had revealed himself, Lord Nityananda immediately went to Navadvip and stayed at the house of Nandana Acharya. Do I keep reading?
Yeah, you want to read? Continue.
Okay. Where do I continue to?
Until here.
Oh, okay. Nandana Acharya was a Mahabhagavata, a pure devotee of the Lord. He saw Lord Nityananda, who was non-different from Lord Balaram, as being as effulgent as the sun. Lord Nityananda was dressed as an avaduta, or mendicant. He possessed a very attractive body. He was always in a deep and sober mood. Lord Nityananda chanted the holy names of Krishna throughout the day and night. He was the abode of Lord Chaitanya's mercy within the three worlds. He often shouted loudly because of his ecstasy, being maddened with the love of God.
Haribol, very nice. See how Lord Nityananda is the Lord himself, right? He is also non-different from Krishna. I mean, he's all powerful like Krishna. But still, he did not want to start the Sankirtan movement all by himself. He waited, when will the Lord Gaurasundara start this movement and when I'm going to join him. So that should be our mood. Like, what are we going to learn from this? Anybody? Abhigya, what do you wanted to say? What did you learn from this?
I learned that Nityananda, he's like great, like he's a god, and yet he still like regards Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with like highly, and it just goes to say that like we should like aspire to be that devotional, or we should try to be more devotional and like always keep the Lord in mind. So
Thank you. Karthik, what do you think?
I think it's inspiring to see how Lord Nityananda, even though basically what Abhigya said, basically, even though Lord Nityananda is a god and he's Lord Balaram, he still waited until Krishna, Lord Gauranga revealed himself to go serve his Lord. And I thought it was very sweet what I read about how Lord Chaitanya still felt, I forget what the exact word was, but sad from being separated from Lord Nityananda. I think that's a thing that not a thing, and I lost the word, but you can see how a devotee and the Lord's relationship is so divine and so just, I want to say pure, but that doesn't seem like the right word, just very real, very individually made, like no.
Divine?
Yes, divine, thank you, that's the word I was looking for.
Thank you. Okay. Here, what the learning point I wanted to say is, like, Nityananda Prabhu is himself God, right? He can start and he can do it because he is capable to do that. He is the Adi Guru. He is the one who is going to, like, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Lord himself, and Nityananda is in a mode of Guru, and he is the one who wants to give everyone. So, but then why he did not do? What are we going to learn here? Like, let's say in a congregational of a temple, we are having like 10 devotees over there, and there is one senior devotee who is there, and we are also there, and one service has given to us, and that service is given to a team of members, like 10 people, and there is one senior devotee, and I am like a, I know I am also a good devotee, but I'm not so senior as that person, but I know how to do it, or like I know how it works, the plan and everything to figure it out. The service can be very good, but how should I be? I should not be like, oh, okay, Prabhuji, oh, Mataji, look at this, like this, like this, like this. I should not be like that. I should be seeing like how Mataji or Prabhuji, whoever is senior, we bow and we say, Mataji and Prabhuji, you are the elder and you are senior. You please guide us, and then we will take over from that. You please guide us and instruct us. From your instructions, we'll carry on.
There's a
Yeah, like
verse
that,
in Bible.
our mood should be there. That is what here Lord Nityananda is teaching us. We should not say that I know it. There are so many times that there's so many disciples for Guru. They're very, very advanced. Like they're almost equal to Guru. Like sometimes, the advancement. It's not like about the age. It's about what do you say? The devotion is different, right? If you see, you all kids are more greater than me. Even though I am teaching now, I'm sitting as a teacher and teaching, you are greater than me. But see how your mood is like, oh, let Mataji explain. Like that, we should be there. Let's give us Mataji. Mataji is our elder. Let her explain. So, like that, there are so many disciples, like who, like even gurus himself are saying that you are like just coming to take my blessings, but you are already in there, but you are just coming in the process. Like in that case, if you see Lord Krishna also, right? Lord Krishna himself is supreme, but he accepted a guru and he went through whatever guru says, right? Like that. So even though we know everything, we are capable to do that service, but we should not take the lead. We should give the seniors lead and we should just follow. We should just be in a backbench. That is always needed. Always our mood should be dasanudasa, not that leadership. Oh, I should lead it, I should get it, or I am only should be there. That should not be our mood. And Lord Nityananda loves who is serving Krishna, who is serving the devotees. So that is what I wanted to say here. I think you who just read here, I think Karthik read, right? Now Abhigya's turn. Go ahead, Abhigya.
Okay. The enchanting beauty of his face defeated millions of moons. His sweet smile enlivened all the people of the world. His beautiful, brilliant teeth were like rows of pearls, and his two broad lotus eyes increased the beauty of his face. His hands reached to his knees, and his chest was very broad. His lotus feet were expert in walking. Lord Nityananda spoke to everyone with burning compassion. Hearing the words from his lotus mouth completely destroyed one's bondage to fruitive activities. When do I keep going?
Yes, keep going.
When Nityananda Prabhu arrived in Nadia, all the people there began to chant Jaya, Jaya. Who is so expert to describe Lord Nityananda's glories? It is Lord Nityananda who broke the sannyasa danda of Lord Gaurasundara. It is he who enlivened all the fallen, foolish traders of Bengal. If anyone simply chants his holy names, he will certainly be purified. Seeing Lord Nityananda, Nandana Acharya became very happy. He offered him lunch and kept him at his house. Whoever hears about Lord Nityananda's arrival at Navadvip will certainly obtain the treasure of love and devotion.
We have got treasure of love and devotion for 2 times, 2 treasures. Haribol. We keep getting all the treasures, okay? Just let's save all the treasures and also give some other people also. Okay, now Balavrinda, come here. It's your turn.
Aware of Lord Nityananda's arrival in Navadip, Sri Vishwambar became extremely happy within his heart. The Lord had already some pretext or other disclosed the news of Lord Nityananda's Prabhu's arrival. To Vaishnavas, however, none of them could understand the meaning of his words. Lord Vishwambar had said, within a day or two, an exalted personality will come here. By providence, Lord Nityananda arrived at Navadip. That very day, Lord Vishwambar, after completing his worship of Lord Vishnu, came and sat with Vaishnavas. The Lord said to everyone, today I had a wonderful dream. I saw a beautiful chariot bed decked with an auspicious flag came and stopped near my door. Seated upon the chariot was a remarkable personal. He carried a large logo on his shoulder, and he appeared very restless. He had a stick tucked in his clothes, and he carried a pitcher in his left hand. He was dressed in a blue garment and blue chador covered his chest. A wonderful earring hung from his left ear. By his features, I assume he is none of the then Haladar Balaram.
Hmm.
He repeatedly asked, is this the house of Nimai Pandit? I've never seen such a noble and full personality. He was effulgent, and he was just as an avadut on
Mendicate.
Mendicant. I was struck with wonder by just seeing him. I asked him, who are you? He simply replied, I'm your brother. We will meet tomorrow, and I'll get to know one another by hearing his word. My happiness increased. I consider myself as being very similar to the personality. Speaking like this, Lord Chaitanya became absorbed in an ecstatic trance and began to war loudly in the mood of Haladar Balaram. Lord demanded, bring me wine. His loud voice almost shattered the ears of everyone present. She responded and said, please listen, oh gosh, the wine that you are asking for is right here in front of you. Only those you give it to can relish it. All the devotees,
Load aside.
there's more over there.
Oh,
All the devotees remain trembling. All the devotees remain trembling at a distant place. They, although there must be some reason behind it, the Lord's action. Sri Nityananda caritamrta.
Mm.
Lord, Lotus loudly talked in a way that appeared inordinate. He smiled and moved his body to and fro in the mood of Sankashana. After a short while, the Lord returned to external consciousness.
Thank you. So here we can see that what is this pastime? Meeting of Lord Nityananda and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda supposed to meet, and before night what happened is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was seeing the dream that Lord Nityananda is wandering in Navadvipa and asking where is Gauranga, where is Gauranga, where is Nimai, where is Nimai. And he finally had reached the house of Nimai, and they both were meeting together. That's what he was able to see, and he was able to see the chariot and everything. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in ecstatic feeling, and he's in completely in different world, and he was not able to understand what exactly he's speaking also. Very beautiful pastime, right? Okay, Abhigya, who got a chance now? Abhigya or Karthik read just now before Vrinda?
I just read before Balavinda.
Okay, Karthik, go ahead.
Explaining the meaning?
Yeah.
Explaining the meaning of his dream, the Lord was in the mood of Balaram. The Lord said, I have a feeling in my heart that some holy personality has arrived at Navadvip. I already told all of you that we'd meet him soon. O Haridasa, O Srivasa Pandita, go and find out who has come and where he has come from. By the order of the Lord, both pure devotees, Haridasa Thakur and Srivasa Pandita, happily wandered throughout the town, searching all over Navadvip for Lord Nityananda. While wandering here and there, they happily talked to one another. They considered that Lord Sankarsana might have come. They happily wandered through the streets of Navadvip, but were unable to receive any news. After searching the entire town of Navadvip for 9 hours, they returned to the Lord without success. Haridasa Thakur and Srivasa Pandit humbly reported to the Lord, "We did not find the person you spoke of anywhere in Navadvip. We looked in the house of sannyasis, Vaishnavas, Gyanis, and atheists. We saw all of Navadvip, but did not go to the villages outside Navadvipa."
Haribol. So here, when we were reading Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Charitamrta, speakers were explaining that if you want to see Lord, Lord cannot be found. If Lord wanted to give you darshan, then he will be found. Like here, they all wanted to see the Lord. Haridas Thakur and all, Srivas Pandit, everybody wanted to see the Lord. And that's why they were searching from one house to another house. And immediately when they come back, Gaurasundar is going to tell them that. Let's see that. Go ahead, continue, Karthik.
Hearing them, Sri Gaurasundar began to smile. On the pretext of ordering that search, he showed that Lord Nitya. That's the.
I think Haridas Thakur could read.
That's the.
But this is a commentary, right? This is not
Yeah.
included. Yeah, here I think here.
Lord Nityananda's presence is most confidential. Some people glorify Lord Gaurachandra, but as soon as they hear the name of Lord Nityananda, they get up and leave. This is just like one who worships Lord Govinda but does not respect Lord Shiva. For that offense, such a person will surely go to the abode of Yamaraj. The incarnation of Lord Nityananda is most confidential. Without the consent of Lord Chaitanya, no one can even see him. If anyone criticizes Lord Nityananda's unfathomable qualities, even though he may possess devotion to Lord Krishna, such devotion will become obstructed. Devotees, headed by Srivasa Pandita, are fully conversant with the understanding of Lord Nityananda. But because the Lord wants to enjoy his pastimes, they could not find him. Lord Chaitanya then said with a smile, "Come with me, let us go see him." All the devotees joyfully went with the Lord while chanting, "All glories to Lord Krishna." On the way, Lord Nityananda called out, "Murari, Murari, have you not seen Avadhuta Nityananda?" Saying this, he began to smile. He then said, "He's now staying at Nandana Acharya's house. Come with me, we are going there. I'm telling you the truth." While walking, the Lord repeatedly chanted, "Hari, Hari." His entire body trembled and his voice became choked. 5 or 7 lines of tears flowed from his eyes. The lustrous golden Lord was unable to walk. Sometimes he looked 5 steps ahead like a powerful lion, and sometimes he looked behind like a mad elephant. Out of ecstasy, the Lord repeatedly made a loud sound again and again that was as grave as the rumbling of clouds. In this way, Sri Gaurasundara, along with his associates, finally reached the house of Nandana Acharya.
Haribol. They finally reached the house of Nandanacharya. And see, when they all went and tried to find him, that was not possible. Now Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu joined the party. And now see what will happen. Now Abhigya will read.
Thereafter, everyone saw a jewel-like personality sitting in the house of Nandanacharya. His effulgence was equal to that of 1,000,000 suns. He was sitting in his own mood, deeply absorbed in ecstatic meditation, smiling all the while. Aware that Lord Nityananda was in deep trance of pure devotion, Lord Vishvambara and his associates offered obeisances. Everyone stood aside with awe and reverence. No one said a word. They simply stared at him. Mahaprabhu Vishvambara then came before Nityananda Prabhu, who at once understood his beloved and worshipable Lord was present. The form of Vishvambara was as beautiful as that of Cupid. He wore attractive garments and was decorated with a flower garland. Sandalwood paste decorated his forehead. The luster of gold appeared most insignificant before the transcendental body of Lord Nityananda. Even the moon god hankers to see his enchanting face. The Lord's teeth resembled rows of pearls, and upon seeing his attractive hair, one would practically lose consciousness. While gazing at his 2 broad pinkish eyes, one wonders, are these lotus flowers? His 2 long arms reached to his knees. A fine thin sacred thread beautified his broad chest. His forehead was wonderfully decorated with marks of tilaka, and his body looked enchanting even without ornaments. His fingernails defeated the beauty of millions of jewels, and his attractive smile was sweeter than nectar. Should I keep reading?
No, thank you. I think you need a rest. Thank you so much. So now the description of how Nityananda looks so beautiful, right? Would you like to read, Karthik?
Sure, Mataji.
Go ahead, Vishwambara.
Vishwambara stood in front of Nityananda Prabhu, who at once recognized the Lord of his heart. Nityananda Prabhu, out of joy, became stunned with ecstasy. He stared at Lord Vishwambara without blinking his eyes. He desired to lick Vishwambara with his tongue and drink his beauty through his eyes. Nityananda Prabhu desired to embrace Vishwambara with his arms and smell him with his nose, but he was simply stunned. No one could speak or move, being astonished. Lord Gauranga, the life and soul of everyone, beheld the situation and began to invent ways to reveal Lord Nityananda Prabhu. With the gesture, the Lord instructed Srivasa to recite a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Understanding the Lord's intention, Srivasa Pandita at once recited a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, glorifying Krishna's attractive form. I'm just going to drink some water in my mouth a little.
Yeah, we can skip this. You can read here.
Okay. Wearing a peacock feather ornament upon his head, blue kareka flowers on his ears, a yellow garment as brilliant as gold, and the Vaijayante garland, Lord Krishna exhibits his transcendental form as the greatest of dancers as he entered the forest of Vrindavana, beautifying it with the marks of his footprints. He filled the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips, and the cowherd voice sang his glories. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:21-5.
Very bold. So now here, when they see the mood of Lord Nityananda and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srivas Prabhu who recites this verse, and as soon as this verse is recited, Nityananda Prabhu was full of ecstasy. He shows his all ecstatic symptoms, and then everybody could understand how glorious is Lord Nityananda. Do you want to continue reading, Karthik?
Yes, Mataji. Upon hearing this verse, Nityananda Prabhu fell to the ground unconscious. In great ecstasy, he remained inert as Lord Gauranga urged Srivasa to continue. Awakening after a short while, Nityananda Prabhu began to cry. Repeatedly hearing the verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, he became maddened. He roared like a lion, and the sound shook the universe. He jumped into the air and fell to the ground so forcefully that everyone thought his bones would break to pieces. What to speak of others, even the Vaishnavas became afraid. They prayed, "Oh Krishna, please save him. Oh Krishna, please save him." Should I continue?
Okay, Karthik, maybe you need a break. I don't know if you're tired. Okay, come. Mm.
Nityananda Prabhu rolled on the ground and his entire body became wet with tears. So he cried and then his body became wet. While gazing at the attractive form of Lord Vishwamba, he breathed heavily. Sometimes he would laugh loudly and sometimes he felt great happiness with his heart. Sometimes he danced, sometimes he clapped his hands, and sometimes he jumped with great force. How wonderful was Nityananda Prabhu's transitive form! A golden effulgence emanated from his body. Brightly shining ornaments decorated his charmed body. Limbs, yellow coat adorned his waist, and he wore a cloth turban decorated with champaka flowers on his head. Tinkling ankle belts sounded as he walked. Tears filled his deer-like eyes. His enchanting smile appeared as if lightning had fallen upon earth. His captivating smile disturbed the justice of women. His grave voice resembled the rumbling of crowd. His roar summoned the mad elephant in form of Kali. He walked like an exotic elephant. Tears of love constant flowed down his smiling face.
Great.
Overflowed with love of God, Nityananda Prabhu's body displayed symptoms of ecstatic love. including shivering, standing of hair on end, and precipitation. He held a golden stick in his hand, and he defeated the pride of Kali. His lotus-like palms were simply wonderful. He was decorated with armlets, bangles, a necklace, bracelets, and ankle belts. His 2 earrings were as bright as the sun. He rolled up on the ground. Sometimes he was stood up, please hold me, and then he walked to ask everyone, where is that cowherd boy, Kana, Krishna? Sometimes Nityananda Prabhu.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Vrinda. Abhigya, do you want to read? Now it is all describing about how Lord is so beautiful and Lord is in super ecstatic feeling and he's now involved in the pastimes of Krishna.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Mataji.
Yeah.
Sometimes Nityananda Prabhu uttered strange words, and sometimes he cried or laughed. Sometimes he asked for honey, and sometimes he praised his consort Revati. Sometimes he hopped, sometimes he said one thing, and the next moment he said something else. No one could understand what he said. The fragrance of his bodily limbs caused all young girls, even married women, to leave their houses without hesitations. Nityananda Prabhu fell on the ground to offer obeisances to Lord Vishwambara and humbly offered him prayers with sweet words. He fell at the lotus feet of his Lord. Both of them tried to catch hold of each other's feet. Both of the lords embraced each other and cried. Nityananda Prabhu looked at Vishwambara's face and smilingly said, "Where were you? I searched the entire world but could not find any news of you. Finally, I heard that the son of Nanda Maharaj is now living at Navadvipa in Gauda Desha, hiding his real identity. I have come here to catch this thief. Today I have caught you. How will you escape?" Can I keep going?
Yes, keep going.
Saying this, Nityananda Prabhu began to laugh, cry, and dance. Lord Gauranga also danced with Nityananda. Seeing Lord Nityananda's ecstatic madness for Krishna, Gaurachandra cried along with all the Vaishnavas. The happiness of Nityananda increased without limit. Although everyone tried to pacify him, they were unable. When all the devotees failed to calm him, Vishwambara personally embraced Nityananda Prabhu. As soon as Vishwambara embraced him, Nityananda Prabhu surrendered his life to him and remained motionless. Nityananda Prabhu offered his life to him to whom it belongs, and thus fell on the lap of Lord Chaitanya.
Continue, Abhigya. 2 more pages, we'll finish this chapter.
Okay.
Mm.
Lord Nityananda floated on the water of Lord Chaitanya's love, just as Lakshmana lay on the lap of Lord Ramachandra after being hit by the Shakti weapon of Ravana. Lord Nityananda swooned, being pierced by the arrows of love and devotion. Gaurachandra cried along with Nityananda as he lay on his lap. Both lords felt an indescribable happiness. Their love and affection for each other was like that of Sri Rama and Lakshmana. There is no other comparison that can be made of the affection exhibited by Lord Gaurachandra and Lord Nityananda. After a while, Lord Nityananda regained his composure. All the devotees began to chant Hari Hari. Seeing Lord Nityananda on the lap of Vishwambara, Gadadhara smiled and thought, "This is contradictory. Lord Ananta always carries Vishwambara on his lap. Today his pride has been smashed because he is on the lap of his Lord." Gadadhara Pandita knows the influence of Lord Nityananda, and Nityananda knows the heart of Gadadhara. Seeing Nityananda Prabhu, the hearts of all the devotees became filled with ecstasy. Nityananda and Gaurachandra simply stared at one another without uttering a word. Tears flowed incessantly from their eyes. Indeed, the tears from their eyes flooded the earth.
Very
Lord,
very beautiful. Thank you, Abhigya. Thank you
Hare
so much. How glorious is Lord Nityananda. He's making everybody melt. Everybody's hearts melt but just by seeing Lord Nityananda. So now I'll continue reading for some time and then I'll give Karthik. Lord Vishwambara said, "Today is very auspicious day for me because I have witnessed a pure devotion symptoms that are the essence of 4 Vedas. This manifestation of shivering, instant tears, and loud chanting is not possible for anyone except one who is empowered by the Lord. If one personally sees this manifestation of pure devotional service, Krishna will never reject him. I firmly convinced that you all you are the full manifestation of Lord's energy. By worshipping you, a living entity achieves a devotion devotion to Lord Krishna. You can purify the 14 worlds. Your qualities are inconceivable, unfathomable, and confidential. There is no one existing who can deny you. You are personification of love of Krishna and the treasure of devotional service. If one meets you even for a moment, he will be delivered, even if he has committed millions of sins. I think Krishna has a desire to deliver me. That is why he brought you to me. By great fortune, I have seen you, your lotus feet. By worshipping you, I will most surely obtain the treasure of love for Krishna. Fully absorbed in ecstasy, the most enchanting Lord Gauranga relentlessly offered prayers to Lord Nityananda. Prabhu, there were many talks between the two lords, but most of them were accomplished with the gestures. Okay, they were not speaking literally, but they were just looking at each other. Uh, um, okay. Lord Chaitanya then said, I am afraid to ask you, where are you from? Okay. The mentality of Lord Nityananda was very childish and he was overwhelmed in intensive ecstasy. He spoke like a restless boy. Lord Nityananda knew that the cause of appearance of his Lord. He thus folded his hands and spoke very humbly. Here, one second. Okay. Hearing the words of Lord Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda felt shy. Then he began to reveal his real identity, saying, I have traveled to many holy places. I have seen all holy places where Krishna performed his pastimes. However, I saw only the holy place but could not find Krishna. Oh, Nityananda is saying this so beautiful. I asked an exalted personality, why do I see only thrones? The places of the Lord's pastimes are all empty, covered. Can you tell me where Krishna went? That personality told me that Krishna has gone to Bengal. He said that recently he was at Gaya, but now had returned to Navadip. I have heard that joyous kirtan of holy names is being performed in Nadia. Some people say that Lord Narayana has appeared there. I have also heard that Nadia is famous for deliverance of fallen souls. So, being most sinful, I am have come here. Hari bol. So Nityananda is saying that he is most sinful. What about us? Lord Nityananda said, Lord Chaitanya said, we are all immensely fortunate to see a pure devotee like you. Today we are most satisfied. Having seen the flow of your tears of ecstasy, Murari smilingly said, Oh Lord, we are confused by hearing words as your and your our and your and our that are spoken by you. Srivasa Pandita said, how can we understand their dealings? This is similarly to how it is hard to understand how Krishna and Shiva worship each other. Gadadhara Pandita said, "Oh, Srivas Pandit, what do you say? What
Is
you
correct.
say is correct. Their qualities resemble that of Rama and Lakshmana." Someone else said, "Both of them are just like two cupids." Okay, I think this is done. Okay, Brinda, you can finish it here.
Others said they are just like Krishna and Balaram. Other person said, I do not know much about them, but I have a feeling that Anantashesh has taken shelter of the lap of Krishna. Still, others said they are just like the two friends, Krishna and Arjuna. In this way, they exchange great affection. Someone said it appears that they are closely related to one another. Whether they say to each other is done by ghosters. In this way, all the devotees happily describe the glories of Lord Nityananda, Lord Gaurachandra. Anyone who hears about the meaning of Nitya Chanda and Gaurachandra will no doubt be released from material bondage, accepting Sri Chaitanya and Sri Nityananda as my life and soul. Vrindavan Das sing the glories of their
Lotus feet.
Lotus feet. There's more up there.
No, that's it. That's a elaborating the things that we read. Very beautiful reading. We got 3 to 4 treasures that like we are delivered from this material world. We get lots and lots of love of Krishna. We are immersed in love of Krishna. So what a beautiful reading, right? Do you want to say anything, both of you, before we end? No.
I just wanted to say, like in the one part, it said Nityananda, he played with the children of like Vrindavan, and I think that's really cool considering the fact that he's a god and he's still like taking the time to have fun with like other people.
Oh, very beautiful. So true, Abhigya. Thank you so much. Such a beautiful.
And
Finally, both lords met together, and everybody understood that he is none other than Lord
So
Balaram.
I want to say something too. I like the pastimes, and I like all the ecstatic that they had, all the ecstatic things that they had, and I like the thing that a big yell liked too. So like all of it was really good.
Thank you. Okay.
I agree. The
Thank you so
pastimes
much.
were
We'll
nice.
have from next week the regular classes. These 2 weeks, Mataji was busy, so that's why we had instead of closing the call, or like instead of not having the classes, instead of canceling, we thought we'll have something. So that's why we just read this, and from next week we'll have our regular classes. We'll close here. I would like to offer my obeisances to both of you and Tanvi and Vrinda. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhu bhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, असम्बल किड्स की जय, नित्यानंद चरितम की जय.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Have a Nityananda dreams. Bye bye.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.